All right, welcome back. Now you see the title. Hopefully you can see the thumbnail. Sometimes, I don't know why, sometimes YouTube won't show, they won't display my thumbnail. So hopefully you can see the thumbnail. Hopefully you can read what I wrote on the thumbnail. And I want to focus on a couple videos that were recently uploaded by Accountable Commentary. Those who don't know, he is just a YouTuber who basically specializes in the examination of Kiesha behavior, right? Whereas me on my channel, I'm all over the place talking about different things. So obviously people, and he's not the only channel who does this, channels who focus on black female behavior generally have a more in-depth understanding overall of their behavior. And one of the strangest videos I ever seen in my life, he uploaded, I think a day or so ago, maybe a few hours ago. And that is this video right here where there's this panel of Kieshas and they all have on masks. See, wait a minute. People, do y'all understand how significant that is? What that says? The fact that they all agreed to wear these masks. Women don't want to do things like that. Women are attention whores. They thrive off attention. They always want to show their face. Especially when they are, in the presence of other women, it becomes a competition thing. That makes them want to show their face even more. Oh, I'm going to be on stage with 5 other women? Oh yeah, let me, get my cake batter and let me look my best so that I could be the flyest chick on stage. And even if they don't believe that they're the most attractive, they thrive off attention and competition, competing with other women. These masks are uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable. I know for a fact the average Kiesha would not want to wear something like this where you're talking, your breath is all in your face and you inhaling the same breath that you exhale nonstop. This mask getting hot. Moisture is building up inside the mask and you can't wipe the moisture off, so you're getting your lips and face getting all wet, saturated with your own saliva. This is uncomfortable. But yet, they all agreed to wear them. That lets you know there is a deep shame that they feel with this interracial swirl movement. They've long tried to sort of hide it or pretend like it didn't exist. There's a deep shame that they have, an insecurity that they have about it. So they agreed to get on this panel to wear masks. Can you imagine how that discussion went? Where one of them offered the idea, hey, let's wear masks. You know for a fact they had to have a long drawn out discussion about it. Like, huh? Wear a mask? They hold the mask, be like, yeah, I don't want to wear this. Yeah, it's probably better that we wear it so that we won't, out ourselves. And as somebody pointed out in the comment section, the main reason they're wearing these masks is so they're not detected by black men when they want to perform the reach back. Right? Shout out to whoever this is. Let's blow this comment up. because he nailed it. Whoever this guy is, nailed it. You are exactly right, sir. Let's look at his comment. He said they're wearing those masks to protect their identity for when they inevitably attempt the reach back. Inevitably attempt the reach back. Let me also emphasize, black men who are critical, who hold black women accountable, and who call out their dysfunctional behavior, those black men are the most respected group of black men out here. They are more respected than the panderers because they behave like real men. Real men don't pander to women, and they don't co-sign with female superiority, female domination. All of these FBA talking heads trying to convince you to go pick up one of these Kieshas as is. They're not even real men. They're not seen as even real men because they're saying, hey, let them be however they want. Oh, they got a bunch of kids by a bunch of different men. They're former divestors. They're still Brad worshipers. Who cares? That's Kiesha. That's your queen. Accept her 5 stomachs and take care of her. Right? Let her live under your roof. Pay all the bills. Be the same type of black man that they have always used and abused, despite the fact that they were with black men. They always looked at being with black men as settling and as a step down, a step beneath, a level beneath being with Brad or some other non-black man. They've always looked at being with black men as a inferior relationship. Being in relationships or marriage with black men is inferior to being in a relationship with Brad or some other group of men. Now, I want you to listen to what this Kiesha says here. I'm not going to play too much. I'm not going to deal with much at all from this, but I want you to listen to this Kiesha right here. This is crazy. They all agreed to wear these masks, these uncomfortable, unattractive masks. They feel a deep shame about this.
Shows, your disrespect towards black men, and
wait a minute.
That's
sorry about that. Here we go.
I would want to be with white guys, but yeah, they would not all of them would want to be with me because again I am black, and again in a very generally very conservative, very hidden and overt racism. So it was very difficult for me to actually date even throughout high school and college. Whenever I moved out here, I think I did internalize a lot of that. Like I had a lot of internalized racism, honestly, and I think that did play a part into who I would go for when I would date, because I feel like if I was dating outside of my race, because I would feel more validated in a way, if that makes sense.
Did you hear at least one other Kiesha agree? She's like, They can all relate to that statement right there.
Who I would go for when I would date, because I feel like if I was dating outside of my race, because I would feel more validated in a way, if that makes sense. It's like,
I don't care how FBA and proud a Kiesha pretends to be. They all agree with this. Every last FBA Kiesha. I'm not talking about no Caribbean. I ain't talking about no continental African. I'm talking about FBA Kiesha. Every last one of them can relate to that statement. Do you understand me? They all would stick their chest out if they were instead in a relationship with a Brad. It's just that a huge percentage of them don't feel like they can get a Brad. But it definitely, if the opportunity presented itself, they would take a Brad. Remember, a lot of these Kieshas are extremely ghetto and hood. So they don't even attempt to get a Brad because in their mind, they're like, oh, there's no way a Brad would want me being as hood as I am, maybe even overweight. Okay, but make no mistake, I don't care if Kiesha has never dated a Brad in her life. She would, if given the opportunity, she would. And if she did, she would view herself as being more validated. And she would view Brad as superior, as a step up. She would swear up and down that she has leveled up. And we all know that this is the truth. Now, I want to point out something else here. Here on YouTube, online in general, black men who are critical of black female behavior and call out black female dysfunction, we're often projected as evil. We are often projected as, haters. Black men who are full of hate. And, we're just negative, almost like demonic. We're kind of projected as demonic, self-hating, hateful, evil men just for calling out their dysfunction, calling out their anti-black culture. When you hear black men talk like black males talk like that, understand they are under the influence of Kiesha. They are possessed by the so-called leadership of Kiesha. Each and every one of them, people, no exceptions. No exceptions. How could you possibly be against other black men who call out black women's anti-black male culture? You're trying to co-sign and get other black men to co-sign with our inferiority, with, basically us being buck broken by Kieshas. Literally, that's what's going on here. Us on this side of the street, do y'all know that we actually give black women the highest compliments by default? It's indirect, and we're not aware of it. Many of us are not even aware of it. But do y'all know that we actually show more respect for black women, and we actually give them, like I said, the highest possible compliments? It is not the panderers. It is not. They actually insult black women. And this is what happens when you go against the truth. What do black men like us, what do we say about black women? What are some of the things that we say? Let me give you an example. We get sick and tired of all that stupid, goofy looking makeup that they cake onto their faces. Right? Layers upon layers upon layers of makeup to the point where they just look ridiculous. And it's not all about applying makeup on their face. They do other ignorant things like shave off their eyebrows and draw new ones. Attach these ridiculous eyelashes, fake goofy looking eyelashes to their eyeballs, just looking ridiculous. And what do the critics like us, what do we tell them? Take that off your face. Do you not understand that in a way that's also a compliment? Because you're also saying you don't need it. Your face is just fine without it. In fact, you're more attractive without it. You cannot possibly project us as being mean-spirited when we're saying things like that. Take all that stupid makeup off. Oh, you want to talk to me? Not with all that cake batter on your face. No, beat it. Right? What is this? Cookie batter. What are you also? You're also saying you don't need it. Is that or is that not a compliment in a way? You don't need that to compete. And the crazy thing about it is these other races of women generally don't do that. They don't wear makeup like that. Kiesha could be going to the mailbox. She got to have 7 layers of cake batter on her face first. Everywhere they go, every time they hop online, they got to be caked up. Their face got to be caked up at all times. These other women don't rock like that. They're confident in how they look because that culture of 18 layers of makeup is rooted in insecurity, self-hatred, a lack of self-esteem. And the panderers, they ignore it. That means you're not really fighting for their growth and development. You're just being a simp. You're not speaking on behalf of their evolution. You're not trying to evolve them. You're trying to regress them. You're trying to keep them mentally on a flipping plantation. Outwardly and on the surface, projecting yourselves as FBA and proud. Oh, my sisters and my queens. But no, your refusal to call out their dysfunction ultimately expresses itself as anti-black behavior and as an insult to the very so-called queens that you claim to be protected. What are some other things that these black men point out? The weave culture, the Brad worship and Becky worship. You see, the reason why they feel more validated if they're with Brad is because Kiesha admires Becky so much. They're obsessed with Becky, crazy about Becky. Becky is their idol. They spend their whole life trying to look like Becky. And that is Brad's woman. Brad made her the standard of beauty. So if Brad picks me rather than a Becky, that means that the creator of the beauty standard that I adhere to views me as being on the same level as the women that they made the standard of beauty. This is why all Kieshas feel more validated when they are with a Brad. It's like, oh, the creator of the standard of beauty has picked me over Becky. There's not one FBA Kiesha whose head wouldn't get blown up from that. Not one. And I want to focus on these FBA Kieshas, because I'm getting a lot of comments talking about, oh, these is tethers. These ain't FBA Kieshas. As if FBA Kieshas are somehow untouched by Brad worship and all the other dysfunctions that permeate throughout their population. That's a sign of weakness. You scared to confront and deal with the dysfunction and the dysfunctional mentality of your women. Yeah, stop that. Is this or is this not true? So, black men on this side of the street, because we're standing on business and demanding more, that translates into a sort of compliment. It shouldn't be that way, but that's what, in a way, that's what we're saying. Like, you don't need weave. You don't need it. Wear your natural hair, you look just fine. You don't need all that makeup. Wear your natural face, you look just fine. So the black men who co-sign with their pro-Becky culture, they're actually insulting them. You heard Tariq come out and say it. He said straight up, y'all need these wigs. He said some of you need it. You need weave. You need wigs. You're ugly without it. You look unattractive without it. You look far more attractive when you have Becky's crown. Huh? That's supposed to be FBA and proud? You gonna try to criticize us on this side of the street who's saying something contrary to that? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. In order to look your best, you need to take as much as possible from Becky and put it on your body. That's what these dudes are saying in a nutshell. In order for you to look your best, right, you need to take everything you can possibly take. But most certainly, you have to take their entire head of hair. You have to take there and replace yours. Completely hide your hair 100% where it cannot be seen. It's a curse. It's black men's DNA. You don't want black men's DNA on your body. Okay, cover it up and replace it with Brad's DNA. That's what you so-called FBA and proud dudes are saying. That's what y'all saying. So how proud are you? I've always said the black men who call out black female dysfunction, these are the true, genuine pro-black people, pro-black men. And it's unfortunate and it's sad that, that the right thing for us to do is to draw a line in the sand. Draw a line in the sand. I will refuse to date Kieshas if they are going to be the way that they are in the world today. You want to be anti-black male? You want to disgrace my image? Yeah, beat it. You won't find me with a Kiesha, ever. And you definitely not going to be the mother of my child. You're not going to destroy the mind of my child or destroy my life. You have less value for me because I'm a black man, and I'm supposed to just ignore that and accept you anyways, pay your bill, take care of your 10 different kids? No, thank you. This is just how it is. You have to be men in this world. You can't sidestep being a real man. Black men, it's sad that you need to hammer it home to this extent. You know what I'm saying? You should naturally have more respect for black men. That's not something that we should have a discussion about. Nobody else has these debates. You're not supposed to look at being with a black man as something that you're supposed to do so you can hold it down for the black community, which is something another one of these Kieshas said. Let me see here. I think it was, this is Kiesha right here with her coat kind of off. Listen to this. Wait a minute. Yeah, where this Kiesha was talking about, wait a minute. Listen to this.
I guess race play within, that kind of thing. Even if you do or you don't, that's just sort of like the side eye or like the like, oh, that's what you like type of jokes, But honestly, I don't really. Well, I guess I do feel guilt somewhat of being like the girl who like couldn't hold it down for the black community or something like.
But see, that's an undue pressure. Like the first question that we had, you feel undue pressure to behave a certain way.
Undue pressure? So you look at it as pressure? Being with a black man, you feel, oh, so what are you saying? You're saying that when you're with a black man, you're doing something that you don't really want to do. You're not acting out your true and genuine desire. You get with a black man because you're scared of the backlash. You don't want people to look at you as the one who couldn't hold it down for the black community. So, let me mosey on over here and get me a Tyrone. Let me go get me a Pookie, right? Let me do something that I don't really want to do. I'm just trying to avoid the backlash. But what I really want to do, what I really want is Brad. And that's the foundation of their whole argument, these swirlers. To go out and do what you really want to do. Go after the men that you truly want, that you genuinely want. A lot of their time is spent trying to remove this feeling of guilt from other Kieshas. Oh, you best believe. What you really want to do is you want to replace Becky. And you want to be the apple of Brad's eye. That's irrefutable. That is a demon. That's demonic as all get up because it's so self-hating. We are dealing with self-hatred here. And the fact that these FBA podcasters and talking heads don't reflect on this, that's a bad look for you. How stand up are you if you refuse to deal with self-hatred? That's why we get more respect than these FBA and proud talking heads. Quietly, they have more respect because we're dealing with the true and genuine problems. Their self-hatred really is the number one cause of problems for black people. It causes more problems with black Americans, both males and females, than any other dynamic in the universe. Their self-hatred. It gives birth to so many other dysfunctions. It has to do with so many other things. Their rejection of black fathers and the whole shebang, rooted in their own self-hatred. And this is something that these FBA podcasters, talking heads, they sidestep with a passion, with a vengeance. They're like a knight in shining armor. They will not deal with black women's dysfunction. They refuse to hold them accountable. That is weak. It's weak. And that's why you will never garner the same respect as we do on this side of the street. Now, we deal with dysfunctional mentalities that the simps ignore. When hatred prevents you from telling the truth, it's a problem. And this is an issue with a lot of black men. I notice a lot of black men will lie. They will refuse to tell the truth about certain things simply because them telling the truth would amount to giving black women some type of compliment. You know, they will avoid telling the truth just to avoid sort of giving black women or a black woman a compliment. You got to be careful not to, reach that point, because ultimately it discredits you. If you're not dealing with the truth, it discredits you. You lose credibility. Never let your emotions override your better judgment. And it's real easy to do. Real easy to allow your disappointment in Kiesha's, maybe your hatred for Kiesha's. It's easy for your disappointment to transition into hatred. And it's very dangerous, because this is the problem that they have. That's when you're acting on your emotions. Take the emotions out of it. You have to deal with these dysfunctional mentalities if you want to be respected in the world. I can't even take you serious as a group of men if you turn a blind eye to your women's self-hatred and their anti-black male culture. You want to have kids with these women? You want them to raise your sons? Really? Yeah, you better hope that she doesn't unalive your son. With the amount of hatred for black men in the current world, you almost have to be out of your mind to get with these women and impregnate them. At what point, what does it take for you to stop simping and to actually deal with their hatred for you? Huh? Yeah, crazy. It's a crazy dynamic, right? The FBA and proud simps want to ignore really the most intense hatred that any group has for another group. I would argue that Kiesha's hatred for black men is more intense than Brad's and Becky's. Oh yeah, I said it. It's more intense. Why? Because Kiesha is black herself. For you to reach the point where you have hatred for black men as well, that's more abnormal than Brad and Becky having that hatred and lack of respect. It should come automatic and naturally for you, being the counterpart of black men. They have the most intense hatred that any group has for another, and y'all want to sit up there and ignore that? You want to turn a blind eye to that? Yeah, you can't criticize us for not rocking with that. No, thank you. No, thank you. Look at your women Look at them. They look like football players. Look like a lineup of heavyweight sumo wrestlers. And this is the result of you being a simp. You not wanting to hold them accountable and slap that box of ice cream and Twinkies out of their hands. You don't want to exercise any type of authority over Kiesha. You know how destructive and dangerous that is? Dangerous. But this is what y'all promote in y'all's refusal to hold them accountable. Another example of how and why we are the most respected group of black men is look at how many people tune in to us. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels was largely looked at as a critic of black women. Oh yes, he was. Especially in the eyes of black women themselves. Soon as they hear the name Kevin Samuels, the first thing that pops into their head is, oh, that guy who's harsh on the sisters. Oh, that guy who criticizes the sisters and calls out our behavior. But yet, look at how many people tuned into him. Compare his numbers to these FBA simp panderers. It's not even close. It's not even close. Don't tell me somebody whose audience is that massive. Don't tell me that they are not dealing with any truth at all. Nobody would tune into them. Right? Kevin wasn't no entertainer. He wasn't no comedian. He wasn't getting up there performing for nobody. He was sharing information. And it was all facts when it came to his criticism of Kiesha. The only thing that I disagree with Kevin Samuels about is the idea of coming to the table with Kiesha. No, that is dead. That is dead. They have never been that reasonable when it came to us. Never. It's always their way or no way. So like I said, we as men have to draw the line in the sand. Look at their marriage rate. Look at their marriage rate. You're talking about 1/4 of them getting married. Only a quarter. And around 80% of the ones who get married turn right back around and get a divorce. They have the highest divorce rate. The highest divorce rate. I've heard their divorce rate is higher than their marriage rate. So the things that we call them out about is actually leading to their demise. It's leading to the complete extermination of black Americans as a people. It literally threatens our existence. So you refusing to hold them accountable. You're refusing to call out their dysfunction. It actually works against black people as a whole. So tell me again, remind me again of why you're on the right side of the street and I'm not. How? Where's the benefit? Where's the growth and development in that? Huh? Yeah, enlighten me on that. The things we talk about The things we object to are the same things that causes us to not marry them. We're sitting up here telling you why only 26% of them get married. We're telling you what the business is. And you want to turn around and project us as somehow being in the wrong? No. This is what you need to be talking about. If you really some FBA and proud mouthpiece, this should be at the top of your list. Oh, only a quarter of our sisters is getting married? What's the problem? Hey, brothers, why are you not marrying these sisters? Because they are the size of a linebacker, got 30 kids by 40 different men, disrespectful, rude, hates me, hates what I am, worships Brad, feels more validated by Brad. We'll be here all day enlightening you as to why we refuse to marry these women. Don't tell me weird. People are always trying to project us as in the most negative way possible. And want to project this idea that, oh, the brothers who simp and pander, that's where it's at. No, beat it with that. Beat it. Black men should have arrived at this state a long time ago. Demand respect. Demand respect from these women. Because the culture as it is, it's built on being disrespectful to black men. Do y'all know that's actual in our culture at this point? To degrade black men, to look down on black men, to use black men, to only look at us as a wallet, really an undesired source of resources for them. Again, they would rather be with a Brad, with an Enrique. This is what's in their heart. No, you got to reject that type of existence if you want to be a man in this world. That's just how it is for us. That's the world that we were born in. You have to demand respect. Your desire for respect should come naturally, especially if you're giving it. Marriage, family is the foundation of a people's existence. And it is being seriously threatened when you look at the statistics, the number of them that are getting married. Why on earth are you not talking about this? Why? Because you exist in a matriarch. Kiesha runs you, and you dare not say anything critical of them. You're not living life like a real man. That's what that is. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not rocking with that. I'm not rocking with you. Yeah, you want me to live life like a little simp, like a little woman. You want me to be less than a man. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, feel pressure. I don't want to be pressured into getting a black man. Anything that has to do with them being themselves as black people, they reject. They look at it at being black as something that they're being pressured into. Huh? Who does that? Who does that? That is a sick group of women. Now, you've heard me talk about how I believe that collectively they have and struggle with like mental dysfunction. Like something's wrong with their brain, man. And it's collective. It's in their culture. It's in their culture. Mental dysfunction. Okay. And it's almost impossible for them to avoid it. Impossible for them to be untouched by this dysfunctional mentality. I'm no mental expert, but I do stand on that. There is something seriously wrong with their brains. And actually, it's to the point now where much of it they're born with. Much of it they're actually born with. Why do I say that? Because the environment that a pregnant woman grows up in, it dictates their hormones. And an unborn fetus interacts with the hormones of the mother, interacts with the emotional state of the mother. Literally, your unborn child is shaped by self-hatred. Their self-hatred helps to shape the physical body, neurological system, and mind of their unborn kids. It's mental problems. They have serious mental problems. And I feel like it was on full display in this video. This Kiesha right here is supposed to be an educated, at the very least, socially competent. But yet, watch her behavior. This is truly crazy.
What happened? I just saw a clip of this, and you know, she was flailing all over the ground. I don't know what happened, but we're gonna see what led up to that.
Haven't had insurance, or at least there's no insurance uploaded for you, and then they suspend your registration.
Hello, Mom.
All I saw was weed flying. Hold on, let's see what happened.
Now, for you, if I got pulled over and the cop knows I don't have no insurance and I don't have no registration, it's a wrap. There ain't nothing for me to object to. I don't have no case at all.
Right here in front of my job, and I just came out the building. They told me they finna tow my car.
Oh, towing your car.
And why are they calling their mother? What you think your mom gonna do? What do you think your mom gonna do? And this is such a good example when you want to prove that the black community, so-called black community, is a matriarch. Each and every time, call my mom. What you think your mom gonna do? Your mom ain't gonna do nothing. But because they mom got so much authority in the hood, they think that, you know, they mom got some type of leverage even over the law. Get out of here.
Okay. Car getting towed.
He's talking about my registration suspended. Yeah, this man, he said he don't want to talk to me no more either, Mom.
No, that's...
What kind of ignorant? Boy, they fall apart when they have to deal with cops, really, when they are being pressured to be accountable. When you're trying to hold them accountable for their own actions, they crash out.
Again, what I said is, if you're not going to listen to me...
I'm trying to talk to you.
Yep.
Yes.
You have to get out of the
I gotta
car.
get my stuff out the car.
Okay, ma'am, you have
my
to get out.
baby stuff in here. I have to get every month. He's not even trying to let me get
Ma'am,
my stuff out
if
the
you
car.
don't get out of the car, we're going to have...
Why do they stay calling their mothers?
And crashing out, calling their mothers and acting crazy. Why? What? It's a complete mental breakdown. When they have to, when they're unable to exercise authority, they crash out. They crash out. Oh, I can't be dominant? What I say don't go? Because see, this all works with the black males in the hood. All this type of behavior that they put, they eventually have their way. But it don't work in the real world.
So you just said I could get my stuff
Listen to
back.
this.
That's how much. Who was your mother? It's just crazy, man. But it shows you just how much they think alike. They think just alike. Let's get back to it.
We're gonna have another issue, so please step
I'll
out.
get my stuff. You just said I could get my stuff
Then,
back. I
ma'am,
have to get everything
Fine,
out.
but you need to get out of it.
I have to get everything out of it, though. Now
Ma'am?
I'm gonna get everything out. My stuff and everything.
And think about it. She has her own children, a child. She said her kids' clothes, and you still calling your mother.
My baby stuff in here. I have a sick baby.
I'm gonna give you one last chance to get out of this car before it starts to get. We're gonna go a different route.
Okay. But you just said I can get my stuff out.
Go
Now I'm
on
gonna
the
get
other
everything
side
out.
and get it out.
My stuff in here. I have to get all my stuff out
Ma'am,
here.
he's here to tow the car.
Okay.
Now you see how she's not listening? He just told her, go to the other side of the car and get your stuff out. Get it out from the passenger side. Or you could get it out from the back seat. But do not sit in the driver's seat. She is not listening to him at all. At all. This is just a complete mental crash out. It's like her brain is not even working at this point. Her objective is to simply do what she wants to do. That's that matriarch. That's that female dominance mentality that she's dealing with. And it's not working in the real world. So she's crashing out. She's starting to malfunction.
Ma'am, he's here to tow the car.
Okay,
You're
you
wasting
tell
time
me.
talking to me. So go ahead and get your stuff. You cannot sit in the driver's seat, okay?
I
You
just
can't
want
do
my
that.
stuff. Look, can you
Go
come over
ahead.
here, please?
Go ahead and do that. You're welcome to, but you can't sit in the driver's seat to
Stressing
do
me
it.
out.
And then she would. It's almost like she's retarded. You're supposed to be one of the educated Kieshas. Look at her. She's some type of security guard here. You're supposed to be, like I said, socially competent. But yet she's acting like she's retarded. Like her brain don't work. You just literally did exactly what he told you to not do. How in the world do you even have a job if your brain is this dysfunctional?
But you can't sit in the driver's seat to
Stressing
do
me
it.
out. You scaring me. You just stand right here in front of my
Ma'am,
face.
get out of the car.
No,
He
no,
told you
no.
to get from out of the driver's side.
She get look at that.
What the hell is wrong with these women? What in the world? Just a worthless brain. Your brain just worthless. You might as well put luggage in your skull. Your brain just taking up space. You could be hauling around something else. Just crazy. Yeah, can't nobody tell me that these women ain't demonically possessed.
This the clip I saw.
Stop. Stop.
On the ground. Cut that, Kiesha.
Stop! Turn around. Turn around. You do not get to grab me. You do not get...
You don't want me to get my stuff. You just said I can get my stuff out
Stop.
the car.
Stop resisting,
I never
please.
grabbed you.
Stop.
I'm getting my stuff out the vehicle. All my baby stuff in here. She's sick.
Still got the phone in the hand. Tackle her to the ground, man.
What the hell, man? This is crazy. Their sense of entitlement is crazy. Their lack of their comprehension skills, crazy. How in the world are you even able to hold down a job? How was you even able to get the job?
What part you not understanding? My baby's sick. I just lost her stuff. You said get out. I get out the car.
Ma'am, stop resisting.
Stop. I'm not resisting.
What? She acting like this rocket science. You want your stuff out the car, go to the other side of the car and get it out. Just crazy.
How he stopped? How he stopped to listen to that and then get right back to it? He stopped to listen to it. He got right back to it.
Turn around.
Why are you on arrest?
You do not get to put your hands on me.
I never touched you.
Okay, well, I have a body camera, so you did.
But I didn't touch you.
Okay.
She still got the phone in her hand.
I never touched the man. Mom, he just...
Let go.
I just grabbed the key.
It's crazy how desperate they are to tell their mother. Like, we as men, we wouldn't have done that. Like, put the phone away. You shouldn't have called her in the first place. Deal with your situation and then tell your mother about it after it's all over. She's acting like a 5-year-old. This is what they act like toddlers. And you need to be walked through every situation. What do I do now, mommy? Okay, now he's got me in cuffs. What do I do now? Just telling their mom everything that's happening in real time. Trying to get advice or just filling them in on what's going on. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What's wrong with your brain? We're supposed to just turn a blind eye to this crazy, demonic behavior and just go get us a sister, huh?
Stop resisting.
Mom,
Stop.
No, Mom, I'm coming right here. Mom, can you hurry up? I'm at work.
Mom, can you hurry up? What you think your mom gonna do? You think your mom got more power than the police? Like I said, their brains literally like just jumps out of their skull and starts flapping around on the ground. Just aimlessly. Can't make this up.
It's jiggity jail now.
Why would you do that? What is you doing?
We did not have to do this.
Yeah, I did it. I just wanted to get my stuff. You just said I could get the stuff. Why would you do that?
Why would you touch me?
I never touched you. I swear
Okay.
I never touched you.
Step out, step
I
out.
said I never touched you. You said I never touched you. You're a liar.
You did. Okay, well, ma'am, I have a body
I
camera.
grabbed my keys. Officer, I never touched you.
Okay.
I grabbed
Take
the
a seat.
keys. Officer, did you listen to me?
I am.
never touched you. You
Ma'am,
said I touched
I
you.
have a body camera.
Where did I touch you at, officer? I grabbed the keys out your hand. That's
No,
it.
you grabbed my arm.
No, I grabbed my keys. You grabbed my arm.
And you don't get to fight with me
No,
either.
officer, I never grabbed your arm. You grabbed my arm. I
Okay.
tried to grab my keys.
Ma'am, it
That's
doesn't matter. When I tell you to do something,
Yeah, he's talking to her too much. And she is a lunatic. But you find that this is like a pattern where they seem sane, they seem competent. But as soon as they don't get to do what they want to do, the demon comes out. The lunatic, the insanity comes out. And it be all the way up to 10.
He's hurting my arms. You need to untie him, Elise. You hurt him. Help me, please.
Help
You
me.
hit me.
Help.
The officer hit me and everything. He hit me and everything.
The phone is still on?
Just acting crazy. Acting crazy in plantation. The plantation insanity. This is like a plantation rant. It's so plantation. And this is, again, they psychologically are still on the flipping plantation. What is wrong with this broad?
He hit me. Ma, he hit me and said I hit him. No, why you taking my
Not
No,
illegal.
you can't. I need my phone. My mother's finna pull up for me.
Now
Y'all-
listen to me.
Officer.
Why not just shut up? Why don't you just shut up and stop talking? Don't say another flipping word. Why is it so hard for them to shut up? Stop acting crazy. Keep your stupid mouth shut. It's like impossible for them.
Again, you're
I
gonna get
never
another
resist.
charge.
I never touched you.
Step out.
I can't. I'm locked up. How am I supposed to do it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I told you not to go
And
in
you
the driver's
grab,
seat.
and yes, you grabbed my hand.
Put the key in the ignition.
And you
try to
grabbed my
start your
arms.
vehicle.
Now you grab my arms. You're lying. You said I hit you.
Okay.
You grabbed my arms.
Ma'am, it's fine. It's all on body
I know,
camera.
and they see it.
Okay. Well, we'll see how
Can I
that
get
goes
my
in court.
stuff?
Like I said, he's talking to her too much. He has gotten drawn into her back and forth arguing, right? He should have stayed above this and just did his job. But he doesn't veer too far off course.
Harming you?
Yeah, right here.
Where?
Oh my God! Help me! Help!
Help!
Oh my
What?
goodness!
Help me help. Who is she talking to? Who is she talking to? And what makes her think that whoever she's talking to got more authority than this police officer? All because she is not able to do what she wants to do. She is turned into a complete lunatic, a maniac. It gets worse.
How?
Help!
I'm not getting away with being a criminal.
Help me!
I'm not. Help! I'm being held accountable. Help!
Oh my goodness!
Now, he's making light of it, but it's exactly right. She's spazzing out all because she's being held accountable for her own actions. It's like, oh no, how dare he? I have to pay the price for not having a registered vehicle. I have to pay the price for, doing whatever I did. They got me pulled over. Was it no registration? Wow, this is crazy.
What the?
I looked a lot different.
Sitting in the back seat. Now she's cussing up a storm.
Help! I'm facing
God.
consequences.
I
Help!
need air. I'm high. I can't breathe.
While breathing.
Just cannot shut up for nothing.
You need to go to the hospital?
I cannot breathe. Do you not understand?
Do
It's
you need
high.
to go to the hospital?
No, I don't want to go to the hospital. Can you get some air?
What is she talking about? I can't breathe. I need some air. Now she's just spazzing out.
Can I get air? Can I get some air? Can I speak to my parent, please? Why are you taking me? Is y'all finna ran off with me?
Yep.
Can you let my mother know where I'm going? You can't let my mother
She'll
know
know.
where I'm going. She's
She'll
trying to
know.
get her right.
She'll
Can I
know.
get my phone? Oh my fucking God.
She'll know.
Just retarded. Just retarded. You think your mom don't know where the police department is? It's like you have to stoop down to a lower level to even deal with the things that she's saying. Because it's that ignorant and foolish. Just retarded, man.
Oh, she got the cuffs off?
Get another charge. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Then start spitting. Now, otherwise, you would have met her. You would like. She is obviously a security guard or something like that, right? If I were to walk into that establishment She's standing there doing her job, right? She got her hands behind her back, whatever. And I walked up, pointed to her, and I said, this is a mentally dysfunctional, demonically possessed woman. Most black men and most black women would call me crazy. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You just being a hater. You just hating. But here you see, plain as day. See, you would expect a homeless bum drug addict to behave like that. If I was to say that about a person like that, people are like, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. But no, somebody who is expected to be, to have social skills. You're a security officer, right? You're expected to know how to interact with law enforcement officers. You are actually expected to be more cooperative and competent with police officers as a security guard yourself. But look at her behavior. Look at her behavior. Just a complete lunatic, demonically possessed. Okay? Can't nobody convince me otherwise.
Show yourself. That's right.
You hit me and everything.
Just so you know, you're.
She calls the cop, and I think the cop is black. I think the cop is black. Wow.
On camera.
I know I'm on camera. You hit me. You put your hands
That's
on
right.
me because you thought I was trying to drive out, and you hit me. You grabbed my arm. That's illegal.
You're absolutely right. I did.
Disgusting, man, right? And who she's guarding? She's a security guard for who? This is this is who they placing their faith in?
A lunatic.
That it comes out. It comes out. How disgusting.
And if your car isn't registered, why would you feel like you even had the right to object to being arrested like you are? You have no case. There's nothing on you. You're not being done wrong in any way. You're in the wrong. But again, there's this spirit that they have where they cannot be at fault for anything. And this really proves it, if you ask me. That proves that it's in their culture. It's in the black female's culture to not be held accountable, to not be at fault. In their mind, they're never wrong. They're always right. And if you object, if you think they're wrong, they spaz out. They have a complete crash out, like what you see here.
It comes out. She was already on 10, but decided to, turn it up even more by being even more disgusting and disturbing. And then when you get caught and it's time to take the car, you don't know how to act.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you did. You said I hit you, right?
And I told you not to.
No, you said I hit you, right? You
Okay.
said I hit you, right?
We're gonna stop
You said I
talking.
hit you, right?
We're gonna stop talking, but you can keep talking to yourself if you'd like.
Fuck you, bitch. Take me, hurry up and take me to the office.
Listen to that. See, even with a police officer in the back seat of a cop car in cuffs, she still feels like I'm the one running the show. Especially if this is a black, and I think this is a black police officer. Where are we? At 10 minutes? Is he black? Is he a light-skinned brother? I think so. Yes. Yes. This is not a white man's hand. So she got even less respect for him as a black cop. Called him a bitch-ass nigga. And like I said, she still feels like I'm in charge. Yeah, so drive me here. Hurry up. Drive me there. We're expected to just accept this type of treatment and behavior as black men. Just to get us a sister.
Take me, hurry up and take me to the office. Can I get my phone?
Damn, this is an epic mental breakdown. She's breathing hard, sweating, all because what? You can't have your way. You made a mistake, now you're paying the price for it. And you actually having a mental breakdown like this in response? Boy, this is a crisis among them. Their mental dysfunction is more severe than any other groups. Any other groups. It's crazy.
No, but you can make a phone call from the station when we get there.
Can I have my phone?
No, you cannot.
Why? I'm a whole kid.
Well, we can make arrangements for your care for your kid when we get back to the station, okay?
What station is y'all taking me to?
Our police station, 943 West Maxwell.
Where?
943 West Maxwell.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Somebody finna die.
And then she goes right back to acting like a degenerate. She started to sort of behave like she had some sense. You can see that she put forth a little bit of effort to behave like a normal person, normal citizen. But, you know, she lost appreciation for that real fast, didn't she? That was not a comfortable experience for her. So she went right back to being a degenerate, because that's what they value most. That's what they have the most passion for. Degeneracy. That's why they love prisoners and whatnot. Gangsters. There's a lot to learn in these videos, man. That's one of the things that disappoints me, man. That all the things that there is to learn in many of these videos is not even reflected on by the majority of the population.
943 West Maxwell.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Somebody finna die.
Threatening.
She says somebody's finna die, and then she starts kicking on the panel thing. She just can't stop behaving like a degenerate lunatic. This is a spirit. This is a spirit. And they all get possessed by this demon. It's crazy. Wait, I'm talking about FBA Kiesha is possessed by demons. Deal with it. Deal with it. Dealing with demons here. What was that, Kiesha? What was all that? Let's go through that little experience again.
943 West Maxwell.
Oh my God.
You could have just kept your mouth shut at this point.
Oh my God. Somebody finna die.
Threatening. Threatening people. mansion property.
And you wonder why you didn't get a break?
Because, yeah,
Exactly.
break-
Just sitting back there screaming. This is crazy.
Exactly.
I talk nicely to you. You kept avoiding it. You kept avoiding it.
And you see, how, and when something ends up happening to these Kieshas, suddenly everybody feels sorry for the Kieshas. Right? Isn't that how it goes? No matter what, they feel sorry for the Kieshas, and they swear up and down that she was mistreated. Oh, here it goes again. Them mistreating the sisters. Get out of here.
It's
I
my,
tried my best.
it's my fault your registration
I
system.
tried my. I never said that was your fault. That's your
She didn't try at all to be no civilized human being at all.
problem. Never said it was your fault.
But you're acting like it is.
Never did. You put your hands on me, officer. You think that shit cool? I'm a fucking lady.
And so you can do what you
I
want.
never put my hands on you. You put your hands on me.
You are a female. You are not no lady. Let's get that straight. This is not a lady here.
Did I tell you not to get in the
You
vehicle?
put your hands on me. It don't matter. You put your hands on me.
Okay.
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to call a woman an officer. You didn't do that.
No, that's not how it works.
No, you don't.
Wow. And that's not the first time I've heard that. They really do think that male officers are not allowed to touch them. That they have to get a female officer. It's like, what is that in the Kiesha handbook of dominance? Y'all matriarchal step-by-step pamphlet. Y'all little Kiesha binder. What in the world are you talking about? So what we're looking at and what we're dealing with here in their population is severe mental problems. Severe mental problems that is cultural. It's spiritual. And these simps turn a blind eye to it and suggest to other black men to turn a blind eye to it and to scoop them up anyways and just deal with them anyways. Really? No. No. And you know what black men are saying? Bye, Kiesha. 26% marriage rate. Bye, Kiesha. You want to act like a fool, a maniac, and rest assured, the fact that he's black, that's a good big reason why he's getting the amount of hatred that he's getting. She's being sure to sprinkle on a little extra hate because this is a black man. So she is up here having to do what a black man tells her to do. That is not registering. That's why her brain is rejecting that. Like, hey, stop. What are you doing? You doing what a black man told you to do? No, that's why she's crashing out. We're dealing with a population of women who despise black male authority, who are at war and has been at war against black male authority for decades. And we're supposed to just accept this with open arms, all because she's a sister. This is why, as many of you could tell, going all the way back to my SBW channel, I don't respect these simps. These Kiesha worshiping simps. You are counterproductive for black men as a whole. Your ideology, your philosophies are counterproductive. They help to regress black men, not evolve black men. These Kieshas are psychologically still on the plantation. They admire and worship Brad and Becky. You understand? Look at her with her. She just look like a wig. If it ain't a wig, if it ain't weave, She got her Bantu perm and flat iron. They are anti-black to the core. A big reason why they feel validated if they are with a Brad.
Don't put your hands on no lady.
If you're gonna quote the law,
You don't put your hands on no lady. Only the lady's supposed to touch a lady.
That's not true.
Yes, it's true.
Okay, well, when you go to court,
Where you get
and they
that
watch
from?
the video,
Where-
you can ask
what?
them
They
all
gonna see
about
that
it.
you hit me.
You can ask
They
all
gonna
about
see
it.
that you put your hands on me first.
Okay, you can ask
I
all
never
about
touched
it.
you. I was like, no.
This is so bad that if her employer sees it, they should fire her. She should get fired for this crazy, insane, lunatic
I'm trying to
behavior.
get my keys from you. That's it.
Okay, well, you still can't do that.
But you hit me. I never. You said I hit you, did it? Did you say I hit you?
Ma'am,
Did you say I hit
when
you?
I tell you to do something,
You said I hit you.
you have to do
Look,
it.
look.
She just spit twice. Like a flippin' lunatic. Psychopath. We supposed to turn a blind eye to this, right? Oh, that's our sister. Oh, FBA sister. You know, throw a FBA sister party. Get out of here, man. Get out of here with that black female worshiping BS.
I hit
When
you.
I tell you to do something,
You said I hit you.
you have to do
Look,
it.
look,
You
look
said I
at
hit
it.
you.
Look
I
at
said
it.
you put your hands on
No,
me.
you said I hit you.
That's what I said.
Look at
I
it.
said
Ew.
you put your
I hit
hands
you.
on me.
You said I hit you.
This is a complete mental crash out. And most certainly, this is being fueled by the fact this is a black man exercising authority over you as a Kiesha. That's why you're getting multiple spits from the back seat. And again, when they behave like this and do stuff like this, and one of these cops haul off and do something to them, all of a sudden, oh, they mistreating our sisters again. Get out of here. Beat it.
You said I hit you. You said I hit you.
And just so you know, when you tried to spit on me,
I never tried to spit on you. I spit on the ground. You a liar.
Okay, well, whatever, man. It's on video. I don't care.
I saw. You keep lying. Keep talking about trying to spit on you. They see me spit on the ground. You fool.
It's disgusting. Spitting all in the cop car. And for what? For what? She should be in a mental home. At what, 22, 23 years old? There's no reason why any young person should be this disruptive and unruly. Especially when you're the one who failed to register your vehicle. You don't even have justification to object to being arrested. But all because you don't want to be held accountable and you got this, I can't be held accountable demon inside you. And this is a black man. That's why you see this crash out. Yeah, y'all should be talking about this in your little FBA circles.
Okay, fine. I don't really care to
Stop
argue
talking
with
to
you.
me, bitch.
Well,
She just called him a bitch ass nigga. They are so against showing black men respect. They are so against being under black men's leadership. That's what this truly is. She hates the idea of having to do what a black man says. But understand, she would have done this even if this was a white cop. It's just a little worse because it's a black man. They are dead set against adhering to black men's authority. And we as men are supposed to just accept this? Y'all refuse to even talk about this, even though this same behavior is the reason why they have set a record as far as being unmarried, being single, lonely. Yeah, keep ignoring this if you want to. You're going to start seeing your family members out in the cold and alone as well. She called him what she's been wanting to call him from the start. A bitch ass nigga. They hate black men at such a deep level, I can't put it into words. They have a never ending, I'm talking an eternal hatred for black men. And we're supposed to turn a blind eye to it and scoop them up anyways? Is that really what you're trying to tell us to do? No, I got another idea. How about I move on and scoop me up one of these chicks from Laos, right? Or Thailand. Yeah, give me one of these nice little young Asian girls. That sounds like a better idea to me. You understand? Huh? Let's go to Venezuela. Huh? Let's go to South America somewhere and scoop up one of these young ladies around here. Yeah, keep your Kieshas. Go ahead and pump your FBA and proud fists. I'm still black and proud, but I refuse to be with women like this. This will make your life worse. This will make you worse as a person. Do you not understand? When you deal with people like this, you yourself become more degenerate. This is what you want to do. You really want to make your kids suffer? Having a mother like, could you imagine this woman being the mother of your kids? Are you crazy? And many of them do. And they're forced to grow up with an insane, hateful, crash out mother like this. So many black men have to put up with this. It's sad.
Well, that's
Disgusting, man.
This man put his hands on me, I'm not understanding. I'm at a whole job. You say put your hands on me.
I don't think you have to worry about the job.
You know, spitting, is one of the nastiest things you can do, man. It is so, it's so disgusting.
And disrespectful. I think that was the main thing she wanted to do, is to show disrespect to him. I don't care that you're a police officer. Just evil. Evil. That's what black men are starting to reject. Their hate and their evil, demonic spirits. They hate the idea of showing black men respect, genuine love. They hate the idea of doing that. Boy, they hate black men with a passion. You have no idea. And you always a fool if you want to pull out the pom-poms for women like this.
It's so disgusting. And you talking about a lady, that's one of the most unladylike things to do, is be spitting and then trying to spit on him, and it's just so vile and disgusting, man. It's sheesh.
Job there anymore.
What?
You literally just resisted or obstructed a UIC police officer.
I never touched you. I never touched you. You're a liar.
You did, but
Never touched you. You just said you touched me.
I said
Which
resist,
one?
resist,
Which one? Which one? I never resist. I said you hurting my arm. That's why I said.
Okay, it doesn't matter. The point is, you're probably not going to keep your job there, so that's fine.
Hopefully not. Hopefully they see this and fire her immediately. Hopefully they saw her getting fired.
It's crazy.
I mean, getting her.
It's crazy. So, you know what this also shows? How easy you can be deceived. You hear these black men who say that, hey, they're not all like this, they're not all like that. No, you're just being deceived. They're just putting on the front. Okay? Let's see how they act when they can't have their way. They'll switch masks in a heartbeat. This is crazy. That's another part of it. You can't trust them. You can't trust them. So I don't want to hear no story about how you met a respectful Kiesha here, a respectful Kiesha there. Oh yeah, I talked to this sister. She was real respectful. No, she wasn't. You was just being pimped. Your simp chip got activated. That's all that was. It's dangerous. It is far too dangerous to trust them. That's what I'm saying, man. These FBA talking heads, they're less than men. And I refuse to be that way. When you refuse to call out sickness like this, evil like this, that permeate in the black community, you're less than a man. You're not real men. Real men jump all over dysfunction like this and act on it. See, this is too real for you simps. It's too real and you can't deal with it. You know those people where they can't deal with reality because it's too much, so they would rather deal in a fantasy world. No. So yeah, 110%. They are anti-black, anti-black male, okay? They are possessed by demons, and it is it's not manly at all to turn a blind eye to all of this. We are not the villains. We're not the evil people in the black community. It's not us. Stop trying to wag the finger. If you looking for the evil within our community, within our population, let me say, you need to go and deal with Kiesha. It's the refusal to hold them accountable and call out their dysfunctional culture and behavior. The refusal to do that is the reason why they are so crazy today. Because their craziness has been allowed to evolve, grow, and develop. You saw that they entertained this dysfunctional mentality going way back to the 1960s. You saw it clear as day. They had this anti-black male demon inside of them. And they really started to act on it and verbalize it far more in the 60s. Yeah, so you got years of evidence. Years of evidence of them having this culture and spirit. And over time, it got worse and worse and worse. And the worse it got, the more reluctant the simps were to call it out. Now it's at a point where they dare not. You know, all Kiesha got to do is get loud, and they know that they're in control of the situation and they're going to have their way. That's also a part of the reason why they feel like Brad is superior. I'm talking about the hood FBA Kieshas. Because they have their way with you. They run you. You see? So they're going to automatically look at Brad as superior. You ain't nothing, nigga. I tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? It amplifies their worship and respect for Brad. And it increases the disrespect for black men. All because you want to turn a blind eye to their craziness. Yeah, like I said, real men don't do that. And I'm going to continue to call them out over here. Shout out and salute everybody in the chat. Say, I hope one day you'll review Antonio Speaks videos. He's caping hard for them while low blowing them. I'll have to check that out. Antonio, I heard of that guy before. Antonio Speaks. Yeah, I've heard of that guy before. I have to check out that video. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I've seen so many of them lose self-control. Include, yep. Man, I've been seeing it my whole life. Seeing them tweak out, turn into a demon. Some of them will turn into a demon, man. Their voice will change. And when they get to that point, they're liable to pick up a knife, pick up a hammer, throw it at your face, right? They're liable to unalive you when they reach that point. Yeah, it's dangerous. Dangerous being in a relationship with them. You gonna fall asleep with this Kiesha? You gonna fall asleep, huh? Just imagine if you had an argument with her that day and you want to fall asleep. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Keeping all the demons out of my house. Say noise is another tactic from Kiesha. Yes. Yes, and it is a common Kiesha archetype. Most definitely. It's common. Common among them. Say all Kiesha knows is to fight and struggle. Yes. Many of them, like, they're so quick to turn violent. To strike you. Right? To, put hands on you. It's pretty crazy. I've talked to black men who got as far as marriage before they found out how quick they are to get violent. All this type of stuff, it's making black men check for other women. That's what we're looking at now. It's gradual, but it's happening. More and more black men are paying attention to this and acting on it. So what that's really going to result in is fewer support or less support for you, your, pro FBA platform. Y'all better get real and deal with real problems that we have. Or else, like I said, you'll always be looked at as a joke. And in the end, you're going to lose. All because you're not dealing with the truth. You want to sidestep the truth. You always got to stand on truth. Y'all know that. So good luck in your little, it's getting worse. I mean, if you know, you know. It's getting worse right in front of your face. You're losing support. More and more black men are starting to call out these dudes, these talking heads, because largely these FBA spaces are pro Kiesha spaces. And to an extent, this FBA movement under these talking heads, it's really a Kiesha movement, a pro Kiesha movement, where they pretend like Kiesha is perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with Kiesha. It's only something wrong with non-FBA Kieshas. Boy, that's the worst mentality you could possibly try to garner in this day and age. Shout out and salute to everybody in the chat. I'll leave it there. See y'all on the next live.